Hi again. So glad to have you back after our first set of personal questions. Thanks for signing up again. Yeah, just have a seat, You probably know the drill by now. I'll just be asking you some various specific personal questions, and you can respond to them in however way you like. As you know, I will be recording your answers as we go along. You are not required to respond to any of these questions. However, it is highly encouraged. So first I need to check if your information is still accurate. Is that okay? Okay. So, what is your name? And your age? And what's your date of birth? Personality type? Alright, well, now that that's all good to go, now we'll get into more personalized questions. As we go along, the questions may increase in intensity, but in general, they're sprinkled about here and there. So, first, how are you on a scale of 1 to 10? 1 being the worst and 10 being the best. Okay. Next, do you believe in astrology? Why or why not? Okay. That makes sense. Despite this question, do you know what your star sign is? Okay. I personally don't know much about star signs, so I can't really say if any of this is accurate or not. I'm simply asking the questions. Okay, next. Have you ever bullied someone? Okay. And who is your favorite Minecraft YouTuber? You have multiple? Okay. I guess that's allowed. What is the best advice that you have ever received from anyone? It can, or anything, it can be from books as well. might implement this in my general life now. You learn a new thing every day. On that note, what is the worst advice that you've ever received? Oh no. Was this person serious? That's so unfortunate. Okay. That's kind of funny though. Okay. What is your Hogwarts house? And are you ashamed of it or not? Just because I find that sometimes people are like afraid to say their Hogwarts houses for whatever reason. Apparently they get made fun of like anything for it. I don't know why, because it's not real. For some reason, I feel like that does fit you a lot. Oh, so you're not ashamed of it at all? Okay, that's good. Yeah, that's really good to hear, actually. I feel like people need to take a lot more pride in their personalities. It's not like the 4 Hogwarts houses are like the end-all be-all for your personality anyway. Do you think that crying is a sign of weakness or strength? Yeah, I personally don't think that it's a sign of weakness, just because crying is just a form of emotional release. Doesn't necessarily have to do with anything about like how strong you were. It's kind of like, at least to me, the body's natural response to like stress, and just it's a healthy way to remove it, if you know what I mean. What's the last thing you do at night? Well, I feel like that's kind of a common answer. I mean, not to shame you or anything. There's just a lot more people who, I guess, have this similar routine to you. How can someone lose your trust? Like, what's the best way that someone can break your trust in them? That makes sense, yeah. Well, you're better than me. Would you lay down your life for someone? And like, why is that? Okay, yeah, that makes sense. What are 2 items that you would need to survive a zombie apocalypse? I always really like this question because you can always really tell the kind of survival skills that people have and also just what they value most, and like how practical they are. Okay. And then what's the second item? Okay, that sounds good. Are you more afraid of failure or success, and why? Yeah, I actually kind of relate to that, honestly. Okay. What is the most awkward situation that you've experienced recently? Oh god. I'm getting like secondhand embarrassment from that. Oh god, okay. Yeah, I can see why that's embarrassing. Okay, yeah. That kind of, I think that takes the cake for one of the most embarrassing stories ever. Who do you find yourself comparing yourself to, like, in any way, shape, or form? Like, for example, any like social media celebrity or maybe like a family member? Okay. That's kind of a lot of people. I guess, yeah, in this day and age, it's kind of hard to not compare yourself with others. With like social media and Photoshop and all like that. I feel like it's a little bit of a disservice to how like unique you are if you just compare yourself to something like a celebrity or something like that. Okay. What annoys you the most about people? Can be people in general or like a specific person. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's a super valid pet peeve. Which song gives you joy? And it's by who? Maybe I should check this out. I've never heard this song before. Name your top 2 insecurities. Okay. Thank you for sharing that with me. I know that must have been kind of hard, but I appreciate your honesty. have you seen Jujutsu Kaisen before? Okay. And do you think that the plot is actually good? Okay. I'm not going to provide any comments on this. Okay. What legacy do you want people to remember about you after you're gone? Oh, okay. That's a unique one. It's pretty admirable. Okay, last question. What do you fear the most about getting older? Yeah, that's pretty valid. Honestly, I feel like I have the same concerns. Okay. Yeah, I think that's it for today. Thank you so very much for signing up again for this mini study. I hope that you enjoyed your time here. And as always, good